So this is the weeks of 7. So we review the week 6 homework first. So last week we actually learned, what do we learn? What do we learn? We learned a linear equation, right? Linear equation. We know linear equation is based on what? Y equal ax plus b, right? We know this one. These kinds of expressions. Sometimes we also see the linear equation have ax plus by equals c. They can be transformed. They can be transformed. Like this one, they can transform into like this way, right? So you can say by equal negative ax plus c, right? And both sides divide b. Actually, negative a over bx plus c over b, right? So have similar format. Similar these kinds of format. Actually, and this is called what? Slope y-interception. This is slope, right? This is part is slope, the coefficient in front of x. So this is the slope. This is y-interception. Why we call this y-intercept? Because when x got 0, when x is 0, so y gonna be, right? When x got 0, y gonna be, right? So this is y-intercept. This is the slope. This slope. And this is the y-intercept. Y-intercept, right? Why we call slope and y-intercept? Because when we're graphing it, we can know this slope and y-intercept. So how we graphing? So next step is how we graphing it. When we graph the linear equation, right? Second step. How we graph linear equation? We use the tables. We use the x and y to find out the pair x, y pair. You defined x, you can define by yourself. You can give any numbers, and y will be determined, right? So this is the graphing. Before graphing, find the pairs. At least you need to find 2 pairs, 1 pair and 2 pairs. At least you need 1 pair and 2 pairs. And based on 2 pairs, you can graph onto the XY coordinate system. XY coordinate system, right? So you can find, suppose one dot is right here, the other dot one here. You can use this one, use a ruler, connect them together, right? So you can find this one. So basically, actually, last week we tried to introduce in this part. So homework actually is we find the pairs, order pairs, right? So let's review homework part first right now. So see the 49. So the pairs, like these kinds of linear equation. So if the x equals 0, y equals 0, right? If x equal -1, y equals 7. If y equal to, here is y equal to, x equal what? 2 over -7. So it's -2 over 7, right? So like this one, 50. If x equals 0, y equals 0, they already fill here. If x got -3, y got 27, right? You replace the x with -3. So if y equal 2, x equal 2 over -9, right? Right. So let's move on. So see the 51. So x equals 0, y equals 2. This one x is 0, 2, right? If you write the dot is 0, 2. If y equals 0, x equal 2, right? 2, you can put a 2 here. -2 plus 2 is equal 0. So if x equal -3, so y equal 5, right? Just replace it. All right, so 52. Let's see the 52. So this one actually they didn't use the list format. You can do the transform. Y equal -x plus 4. You can transform first, right? Replace, move y to the left, move x to the right. So when y equals 0, x got 4, right? When x got 0, y equal 4. When y equal -3, y equal -3, right? So x equal what? 7, right? Again, -3, and they replace here, right? Replace here. So your x got 7. That's be easy for everyone, right? So here should be, you guys have no challenge. You guys have challenge here? Should be no challenge, right? Right, let's move on. 50, let's move on. 53. Jalen, maybe you already learned this. Have you ever learned this before?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you are in advanced level, but it's fine. Just listen here first, all right?
Okay.
If you have questions, you can answer, raise your hand, ask anytime. I know you are in 7th grade, based on your mom description, maybe you already learned this before. But we just move forward a little bit quicker. We move step by steps. So a lot of people were learning from algebra, pre-algebra. So here goes to algebra. We're just beginning new topics, a lot of new topics. Right, let's go to 53. So like this one, you got a pairs. So you give you x, you know the y, right? So x got 0, y got 0. When x is -6, y got -3, right? When y got 1, x got 2. So actually you can got 3 pair here. If you rewrite like this, right? Right, see 54. So x0, y got 0. So actually you just need to replace x right here, so you can get it quickly, right? Right, so x got a -6, here got a -2, right? When y got a 1, x got 3, right? Right, so this is format is a little bit different than earlier, right? Is we call ax plus by equals c, right? Right. So of course you can replace. When the pair one of the variable is given, you can get another one, right? So let's see 55 here. So x got 0, y got, so x got 0, can 3y got equal 6, so y got 2, right? When y got 0, so you replace here got 0, so x got 6. When y got 1, so here is 3, so x got 3, right? 3 plus 3 equals 6. So you actually got 3 points here. Right. Actually, you only needed 2 of the one. This you can see this one is the y-intercept. Y-intercept. This is x-intercept. This is x-intercept, right? So when you graphing here, when you graphing this one, you can easily find out actually is they pass 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, x is 0, y is 2, so it's this here. So they pass this dot because 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 0. So they pass this dot. So you can use the, you can graphing like this. Like this. So this is the linear line. So this linear line you can see here actually is, this is the y-intercept, right? Y-intercept. Just like this line cut the y axis. This is x-intercept, 6, 0. This is 0, 2. This is x-intercept. Right, so you can just need 2 dots, you can go find here. So you can see what's the slope of this one. Did you guys how to slope of this one? They move 6 units to the right. Suppose this move 6 units to the y, to the x direction. What the y change? Y actually move down 2 units, right? They move 6 units and move down 2 units. So you can see the slope m is -2, right? Move down became -2 over 6. So you can see here the slope is negative 1/3. The slope is negative 1/3. Let's move down 2 units and move right 6 units. Let's move down 2 units. So the slope became negative, right? So let's see this one. Okay, of course, you can do a transform here as well, right? So you can say here, transform into 3y equal negative x plus 6. So y equal both sides divide 3, right? So negative 1 plus 2. So you can see here, the slope actually is this one, right? Negative 1/3. And y-intercept is 0, 2, right? They also match up. Sounds good? Sounds good? All right, let's see the 56. So you can see, so the given y is 4, given y is 4 in this one, so 4 replace here, right? So x got 0. So this one actually give you y-intercept 0, 4. When x got 2, 2 replace here, so here got a 4, right? So y got 0. So here is x-intercept. When y got 2, x got a 1, right? Y replaced by 2, I got 1, so actually pass. You do the same, making graphing right here. So x, y, this is 0 in origin, right? So pass 2, 0, 2, 0, and pass this dot, and 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so pass this one. So here you can just quickly graph it like this. Right, so this is the linear line. This linear line just expressed 2x plus y equal 4. Across x-intercept is 2, 0. Across y-intercept is 0, 4. So what's the slope? What's the slope? Slope means here move, you can this one move to this one. They move right 2 unit. X1 move 2 unit, right? But y move down 4 unit, right? So slope m down, move down means negative, became negative. Move up became positive, negative 4/2. So equal negative 2. Actually, you can do transform here as well. So y equal to negative 2x plus 4, right? So slope here is negative 4. Y-intercept is 0, 4, 1x. So m is equal negative 2 here. The y-intercept is 0, 4. So if someone told you this one, this 2, you can told this linear equation based on this description, right? So if you base on these 2 dots, you also can give the linear line, right? So give these 2 dots. This is y-intercept, x-intercept. So you can find out the m, find the slope, can find out the y-intercept here, find out y slope here. So y equal mx plus b. So means if they told you m, if you told you b, you can find this linear line, right? You can find this linear line quickly. You can, based on this linear line, you can tell what's the y-intercept, what's the x-intercept, right? All right, so actually this is what we try to talk this week. So let's move forward. All right, so actually I tried to let you guys practice more about graphing. All right, so let's graphing this part. So actually, just like I say, when we're graphing, we change the slope intercept format and then graphing the equation with the table pairs. Why we say graphing this one easily? Because we can definitely you can, firstly, we give you opportunity to do the transformation. Second one, we can give you about how to find the x-intercept, y-intercept, or slope. So we need to keep this in mind. So if they in this format, or if they, or sometimes they in this format, which one? So in these cases, you just only need to m. and B, right? In this case, you needed to know A, B, C, 3 of them. So this one give me a little bit easier, okay? Easier because of this one, you just need to find out 2 of the data. And this one, you need to find 3 of the coefficient in front of X, coefficient in front of Y, and C, all right? So of course, you can only find 2 of them. One of them is X-intercept. X-intercept means Y equals 0. X-intercept. So Y equals 0. So if you find your Y-intercept, should be 0 in something. So you can actually you can only find these 2 dots. You can also get the linear line as well, right? Okay, so let's see the homework here. Let's see the 18th. So we can transform this one into what? Y equal negative X plus 7, right? So we find the X-intercept and Y-intercept, all right? We use the table. When X-intercept means Y equals 0, while Y-intercept means X equals 0, right? So this is given. So when Y equals 0, X equals 7. When X equals 0, Y equals 7. So they pass what? So this is extended a little bit. It be 7 and 7, right? So you can graphing this one. So make sure you mark this one. Make sure you need to mark this one is 0, 7, is 7, 0. Now what's the slope of this one? Negative 1, right? Where negative 1 come from? Move right 7 unit. What X? What Y moving? Moving down 7 unit. Right? Move down 7 unit and move right 7 unit in the X. Y move down 7. So the slope it will be negative 1. So negative 7 over 7. So slope M will be negative 1. Actually, it's right here. It's coefficient of this X. Right? Did you guys graphing exactly the same as what way I'm graphing? All right. So let's move forward. So since we talked about that, I will talk a little bit quicker. All right. So like 20. So you can quickly graphing this. So when X equals 0, Y equals 6, right? When Y equals 0, X equals negative 6, right? Right. So 6, 0, 0, 6, 0, 6 is right here. We're graphing in the same chart here. And X-intercept is 6, negative 6, 0. Negative 6, 0 is actually this dot. All right. So when we're graphing is like this, right? Extended. So you can see what's the slope of there. Slope of there is, you can see this unit move right 6 unit from this dot move to this dot. Actually, they horizontally move 6 unit and vertically they move up 6 unit, right? This 6 unit, this 6. So slope is 1. Slope is 1. So actually you can transform here as well. So Y equal X plus 6. The slope is right here. 1 in front of X, right? Coefficient of X would be 1. So the slope would be 1. That's good. Any questions? All right. Nope. Let's see the 22. 22. We do the same. So find X, Y. We just need to find 2 dots. We just need X equals 0, Y 0. What this looks like. Okay. All right. So you can, when X equals 0, 5, Y equal 5, Y equal 1, right? When Y equals 0, X equal negative 5, right? So 0, the path 0, 1. 0, 1 is right here. And past negative 5, 0 is right here. All right. So we can graphing like this. Right. Right. So what's the slope? Slope you can see from this dot to this dot. move y unit, actually the y actually increase 1 unit. So the slope here is 1/5. The slope for this one is 1, right? For this one is -1. Here is 1. Here is 1/5. All right. So you can extend it a little bit further. Okay, so when do a transform, still you can do transform. Here y equal y. 5 is actually 5y equal 1/5x plus 1, right? So you can go to here as well. The y-intercept is 0, 1, right? All right, let's see 24. Let me change a different color so make sure you can figure out 24. 24. So this one, they already in the slope y-intercept format, all right? The slope here is -2 and y-intercept is 7. So we can just build up this kinds of table. So x equals 0, y equals 7. All right. So when y equals 0, x equal what? 7/2, right? 3.5. 3.5. So they passed 3.5 is right here. And also past 0.7, 0.7 actually the same dot here. All right. So we're graphing here. Linear line, linear equation, right? So you can see this is y equal -2x plus 7. They pass 0.7 pass 7/2, 0, right? The x-intercept, y-intercept, and slope is -2. Negative slope, the slope actually is the slope actually to the looks like to the what we can say should be to the west, to the southwest, northwest, actually northwest to the southwest east. And when they are positive, you can see the slope is positive, like this slope is positive. Their direction is southwest to the northeast, right? Yeah, this direction, this kind of direction. All right, so these four are special, give you our special ideas, the possibly line here. Let's see 26. You can see 26 a little bit different from previously. Let's look like this one. Y equal 5. Where's the x? There's no given x, right? So x can be any number, but y always equal 5. What it means, y always equal 5. X can be any number. So it means they pass 0, 5 or pass 1, 5. X can be any number, y always equal 0. Right? So they always pass 0, 5. And whenever x are, they are always pass this. So this is line. This line means y equal 5. This is horizontal line, right? Horizontal line. They have no slope. The slope is equal 0. Just like let's say y, when you say y equal mx plus b, but y equal 5. The slope, because of this slope is 0, whenever x given right here, this one always equals 0, right? So y equal 5 all the time. So this is horizontal line, right? So give our extend here. So if someone give you an idea, say y equal b, there's no x there. It means the slope for this one m is equal 0. All right. This line is horizontal line. Right? That's the next one. 28. X equal -1. So where's the y? So it means x always equal -1. Y can be any number. So it means -1, 0 can be 0, right? Or -1, we're given a number, say 5. So X always equal -1. X can be any other number other than -1. -1 is right here, right? So they pass -1, 0, -1, 5. So the horizontal, this line is not horizontal, it's actually vertical line, right? I just put this, connect these two lines together with a linear line. So this is became vertical line, right? It's vertical line, X equal -1, vertical one. What's their slope? Slope, we can say is a infinity. You can see this slope is actually vertical. The slope is so big. So actually slope, sometimes we say this one is infinity. Infinity. Some people say not exist or not available. All right. Okay, so this is, did you guys learn this at school already? Everyone? Did you guys learn this at school already? I know Jalen, right now you mentioned 7th grade, you have learned this before, right?
I have.
Max, what about you? Have you learned this at the school?
Yeah.
In my school, they didn't really teach this yet for some reason, but I learned it by myself already. So.
Oh, okay. So we teach, we try to skip talk. If you learn it, if you anyone learn it, I can talk a little bit quicker, be honest. But if someone didn't say, we didn't learn this before, I will talk a little bit more details. More, so make sure everyone can understand it. All right. So can you, who didn't learn at least at the school? Can you guys put your name in the chat part? Or maybe you can talk about it anytime. I didn't learn this. Amy, you didn't learn it. Okay. Yeah, I think we try to make everyone learn all these kinds of things step by step, because I have my teach plan, to be honest. Because I want to teach plan, I make sure everyone at the same step. If you learn advanced, maybe feel a little bit boring because I talk a little bit very details. But if you feel you learned it before, let's be great. I hope it can make something you didn't learn at the school. All right, sounds good. All right, so let's move on a little more. Let me clean the screen. Before I clean screen, you guys can print screen if you like. I'll give you 2 seconds, print screen. So I clean it. All right, so let's move on to 30. 30, y equal -x. Just like I say, we quickly do XY table, all right, XY table. So when x equals 0, y equals 0. So you cannot say y equals 0, x equals 0. So we give a different idea, right? So we say x equal 1, y equal -1, right? So based on this one, actually they cross this initial origin, right? They cross 1, -1, 1, -1 is right here, right? 1, x equal 1, y equal -1. So you got to find this point, link together. So when you do the graphing, you can do connect like this way. Right? Actually, I need to correct a little bit. Let me do a little bit better. They pass this by parent origin plus 0, 0, right? So the X-intercept, this is started is X-intercept, also Y-intercept, right? This is Y-intercept, also X-intercept, because of X, Y, XR, Y, XR both cross this origin. So this is X-intercept, also Y-intercept as well. And their slope, since we define the slope, you can pick any list two, pick at least 2 data. They move right 1 unit and Y actually move down 1 unit, right? So means -1 over 1. So slope is -1. -1. X-intercept is what? X-intercept is 0, 0. Y-intercept is 0, 0 as well. Right. So this is easy to find out since we learned this graphing. So it's most important actually, you can see is find out this their table, find this table, find at least 2 dots. So you can graphing on this XY coordinate system. This XY coordinate system. And this coordinate system, you can see they can separate this plate into 4 sections, right? This is called first, we call this one second, and this is third, and this is fourth, right? First, second, third. Any dots in the first, this area, both are positive, right? X should be positive, Y should be positive. Just like say, give any dots here. Say here is 5, 3, right? X is positive, Y is positive in this area. In second one is X is negative, Y is positive. So give it a special dot here, say is -5 and 3. So X is negative, Y is positive. In the third is both negative. X, Y, both negative. They are less than 0, less than 0. In the fourth is X greater than 0. This is greater than 0. Y is less than 0. Y is less than 0. All right. So on the line, definitely a little bit different. Something like here is 2, 0. So in the X axis is X 0. Y always equals 0. In the Y axis, X always got 0, right? Right. So that's something special about this X, Y coordinated system. XY coordinate system. All right, so let's move on 32. So 32, we do some transform here first. Y equal -1/5x. All right, let me use a different color, make sure you can easily find it. Y equal -1/5. So you can give 2 the 0, they pass 0, 0, definitely, right? They pass 5, they 5, -1, right? You can quickly find out here. They pass oranging, they pass 5, -1. 5, -1 is right here. 5, -1. Right? So you can graphing like this linear line. It pass 0, 0 as well. Right? The slope is move 5 unit, this move down unit, so -1/5. Right? All right. So that's super easy for everyone. I hope everyone can understand what I'm talking. I try to explain what is easy way, right? Right, let's see 34. 34. If you use the pair, definitely we can use the pair X, Y. So X equals 0, X equals 0, Y equal 2, right? When Y equals 0, X equal 1. All right. So they pass 0, 2. They pass 1, 0. 0, 2 is right here. 1, 0 is right here. So you can graphing like this. Something here, please. Okay. So what's the slope? What's the slope of them? So actually you can do a transform here. Y equal -2x plus 2, right? Move this to the right. So slope is -2. -2. You can also find here, move right 1 unit, Y goes down 2 unit. So slope is -2. All right. Right. So that's pretty quick to got a linear line and graphing. All right. So you can see what we graphing learning up to now is what is the linear line. Actually they can describe this way, or they can describe ax plus by equals c. They can transform back and they can transform this way. The thing is we can find their slope, we find their y-intercept, and also find their x-intercept as well. And most critical for this one is what's critical? The power. We didn't talk about exponent yet. So the power of this x variable, like this x variable, here always is 1. All right, so we didn't write out. The same for the power of the y. Here is 1 as well. Right? Sometimes we say y equal 5. The x don't exist here. Actually, y equal mx plus 5. Mx equals 0. So x also power is 1. The power of x and y, these two variables, only 1. They didn't go to the decimal number. They didn't go negative numbers. They always positive 1. If they are positive, they are decimals, they are bigger than 1. They are different than 1. They are not a linear line anymore. They are different. Same here. Same in these expressions. The power of here, x here is 1. Y power here is 1 as well. If they are different than 1, they are not linear line. So let's judge. How to judge? This kind of expression is linear line or not? Linear line. Is x power here should be 1, y power should be 1. They cannot exist, but have to be 1. All right, this should be 1. If they are different than 1, they are not linear line. So, see this one. Determine whether each equation is a linear line in two variables and graph the equation if it is a linear line with at least 2 pairs. Find out the intercept and y-intercept. Just like say, so this is just like asking you graphing, right? Okay. Let me jump in a little bit, zoom out a little bit so we can graphing at the bottom part, okay? All right, let's see first here. So this one, we can see here, power here is 1, here power is 1. If you're not, you can do graphing this one as well, all right? X, 1. So x equals 0, y equal negative 10 over 3, right? When y equals 0, x equal negative 10, right? So you can quickly get a list out here. So let's graph in here. Let me do some transform. So you can have this is, you can do here is the path 0, negative 3, actually close here, right? Close right here. And second one, negative 10, negative actually far away from here. Negative 10, I suppose it's right here. You pass this dot, negative 10, 0, and here. So you can graphing like this way. You pass here, right? Right. So this is linear line. This linear line. See the number 2. Number 2. So number 2 here is also linear line. They passed 0, where x is 0, y equal negative 5, and y equals 0, x equal 15. Right? So 0, negative 15. Okay. So here when the graphing actually, let me change this change here, negative 15, 0, just 3 times of length, all right? 3 times of length. 3 times each of length. So they pass 0, negative 15, and pass 15, 0. 15, 0. So they should be like this. They pass this kinds of linear line. So this is also linear line, right? Number 3, at y equal x, x equal y. So they pass 0, 0, 5, 5. Okay. So let me graph in here. They pass 0, 0, They pass 5, 5. All right, so you can graphing like this. Right, right. So this is also linear line. Let's see number 5. Number 4. I'm sorry, number 4. So this one, you can see the power of the y is 3. X is power here is 1. So this is not linear line, not linear line. Actually, if you want to prove it, we can do like this way. All right, we can use this one, x, y. When x is 0, y equals 0, right? When x equal 1, y equal 1 as well. All right, so let's see number 2. What about when y equal 2, x equal 8, right? 2 power 8, 2 power 3. 2 power 3, x equal 8, right? All right, so let's see 3 dots, how they looks like, if they are linear line or not. They pass 0, 0, right? They pass 1, 1. If they are linear line, they should be like this. Let's suppose if they are linear line, they're supposed like this. If they are linear line, let's suppose like this, right? So suppose they are 5, should be 5. So when they 5, they got a 5. When x got a 5, y should got a 5, right? If they are linear line. The thing is, when we put 5 inside, y is not equal 5. So it means this is not linear line. They actually, this is wrong, right? So they are wrong. They also pass 0, 0, they pass 1, 1, but they didn't pass 5, 5. Suppose the 5 should be 5. They actually pass 8, 2. 8 actually right here. That's 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 8, 2. Let only pass here. It's far beyond this linear line, right? Far away from the linear. Actually, like this. When in the near future, we talk when we go to the algebra 2, we will graphing these kinds of power. Actually, this one, the graph would be y equal x, like this. The power 1/3. The square, a cubic root, x log cubic root. So they pass the a2. Yes, they pass 1, 1, 0, 0. And then the other side go like this way. They pass the -1 as well. They like this. So in near future, so they are not linear line. They looks like a curve, right? Curve. It's not straight line. All right. Okay. So this is not linear line. All right. That's what I say. The power of x variable, y variable should be power of 1. The power should be 1. We didn't write it out, but it should be 1 to judge here. All right. All right. So let me clean screen a little bit before I move on because kind of busy. All right. Let's see number 5. Number 5. So when see this one, you can see the x variable, y variable. The power here is 1. X power actually is 2. So they are not linear. All right. So let's do some transform as well. So transform is 2y equal x squared, right? So y equal half of x squared, right? So we can use the table of this one as well. X, y. So x got 0, y got 0. When x got 1, y got a half, right? When x got 2, y got 2. Y 2 squared. Y2 got 2. So let's graph in here. They pass the origin. They pass 1 half. They pass 2, 2. 2 is actually right here. So if they are linear line, which should be like this, it should be passed here, but actually the dot is right here. So actually when you graphing, you can see this one actually like this. This is called parabola. Parabola. In near future, we can learn this part at the end of the algebra 1. So this is y equal half x squared. This is called parabola. In near future, we will learn this part as well. They have x axle, just like this one is symmetric to each other. All right. So this is not linear line. The x-intercept is right here. The X-intercept is 0, 0. Y-intercept also 0, 0. They also have two X-intercept, Y-intercept. Right. So let's move on here. So this is a parabola. Let's move on to 6. 6, you can see power here, X is 1, right? Power variable Y power is 1. So this is linear line. So you can graph in this part by yourself. All right. So we just skip this one. Number 7, Y equal -1. We just talked about it. So Y equal a constant number is a horizontal line. Y equal -1. This is horizontal line. This is straightforward. So they are linear line, linear equation as well. And like this one, X equal constant number, X equal 25. Actually, you say 25 is right here. They are vertical line, right? They are vertical line. Vertical line. The X-intercept is 25, 0. There's no Y-intercept, right? For this horizontal line, X-intercept is not exist. This horizontal line actually parallel to the X-axis, and Y-intercept is 0, -1, right? There's no X-intercept. The slope for this one is 0. The slope for this vertical line is infinity. All right, I think a homework part is, let's pause here. So take a 3 minutes break and then come back. We move on a new topic. All right. Any questions?